Hey, what's up guys, Shadow Steel here. Welcome back to Railroads Online. So we've arrived at the top of the grade here. We are dropping off some of our cars. We're actually what we're gonna be doing is actually loading up some cars and getting things organized here. Because we have a few things we need to do. Not the least of which is getting these getting the water cars filled and some pipes in the flat cars here so that they can be taken care of. So we're gonna go to the end of train here, apply the brakes. Thank you very much. Perfect. Tie the brakes on this car next. Tie the brakes on this car next. There we go. Cars are set. Brakes are on. It's a bit cloudy, a little overcast, not too bad. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to unhook the couplers here, let it roll. Let it roll, boy, let it roll. I have tried to record this 3 freaking times already, and each time there's been something that goes horribly wrong. The last recording I did, the power went out just before, right in the middle of the recording, so I had filled up the water cars. And it just so happens that the power went out. Well, not out. It just flickered, but it turned off my computer as a result. So yeah, it is what it is. Now we're gonna pull forward here, and we're gonna look at the map. We're gonna get things organized here. So we're gonna set that switch up there. And we're lying for the drill track, which is good. Alright, and then keep an eye on the train back here. We should be good to go. We don't want a string line. I've had a few issues. I've had issues with string lining these cars before. So we'll need to be a little careful. In fact, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut the throttle off. We're going to coast a little bit, see if we can get the speed just right as we come around these corners. I do like the hunting action. It's a little extreme, but we are decently well. And there's an upgrade here. It's a small grade, but it's a decent grade out of the yard. It's like a little bowl. But yeah, there's been a few attempts on this so far, and last attempt. I've tried to do this a couple times today alone, and it's all been mostly me trying to get things in a position where I was happy with the recording. So, okay, we should be clear of the switch back here so that we can flip it and then send the water cars back. Okay, it looks like it's slowing down here, which is good. We'll just flip the switch here. Get the cars backed up, and then we'll get the locomotives serviced. Because those locomotives will probably need some servicing as well. Well, maybe not. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. So, we should be... Okay, it stopped, so that's good. You can see where there is an upgrade here. There's a small hill here just to get the train up to the mainline trackage. Not sure why I did this, but I did it. Okay. Reverser back. Start reversing back. Keep an eye on the constants back there. We don't want to bunch it up too much. Alright. Those flat cars are what I'm concerned about the most because they're right in the front end of the consist. Alright, we should be good here. I'm gonna shut the throttle off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can kick these a bit. We're going fast enough where I can put on brakes and then let the other cars roll away. So I'm going to unhook here. Alright, cars are unhooked. Brakes on, brakes on. There you go, buddy. You're off on your adventure. Get some separation there from the cars. Even if we don't get a lot of separation, I want to get enough separation where we get off the switch so we can get onto the other track here. And even if we don't get a separation at all, I can just pull the train back and we'll just go on the other track. Got it. Alright, looks like we're clear on that front. At least on that front. This is when you want to have shift R, but it should be fine. All right, looks like we're off on that. We're off that switch. So I'm gonna flip this. Looks like the cars have stopped rolling, so that's not too bad. Just so long as I get this cut of cars out of the way, we should be good. So let's back it up. Have the throttle open just enough where we can get moving right away. Actually, it looks like it's not. The brakes aren't even holding us, so that's good. That's good. Oh, it did roll. It did roll a bit farther than I expected, so that's good. Alright. Up on the locomotive here. Alright, throttle off. Get past here. Alright, we're going to shut the throttle. We're going to brake. Put a little bit of braking pressure on the locomotive here. Looks like these cars have fully stopped, so that's decent enough. Okay. Not too bad. We still need to turn around some of the cars. Is that the only car that needs to be turned around? Well, the one car that needs to be turned around is on the rear here. Now it should be easy enough to fix. Okay. Alright, tie the brakes on that car. And then unhook here. Go and send it to the yard. Get serviced. And then Elvenwood, which is the rear locomotive over there, that locomotive will need to be stopped. Will stay here, and then the Mastodon will be sent back down the mountain with fully loaded train. Actually, now I think about it, it might be better off if we keep these two locomotives here. All right, off we go. Yeah, so they've stopped, but that's fine. We can get our shunter to help with that. Alright. So, let's see. Okay. Well, so I will say I'm sorry. I will apologize for something that I planned to do early on, like not too long ago. So originally, I think it was the last episode I did, I mentioned that I was going to release a version of this route or map on for people to download, and I completely forgot, blanked out, and didn't get around to it. Mainly because I was too lazy. That's just called a spade a spade. I was too lazy and didn't bother removing the locomotives that needed to be removed and adding the equipment that needed to be added. So I'm hoping that once things are done here, once I get things... Oops, shit, that's not what I wanted to do. That I'm hoping that once we are pretty much sorted, and once I get to a point where I'm happy, because I originally released the same route, same map a while ago on the official Railroads Online Discord. It was a bare bones map with the basic building structures and everything already on it, but the difference was that there was a portion of the track that had been, for some reason, I set it up incorrectly, and that was, it was one of those things where it's by the oil fields over here. It's just down the line here, actually, oddly enough, and it just so happened that I had two track links on top of each other to the point where it actually would cause derailments if you ran over it. I'm also noticing my frame rate has jumped up quite a bit. I'm getting 60 frames per second here. That's not too bad. So we're going to service the Elvenwood first, if we can. I want to make sure I can get in position of the water tower to do that, though. Alright, easy does it. Into the yard. Your coal will be fine. Your water... water can be done as well. Go ahead and do that. We'll fill you up and then shove you into the roundhouse tracks. And then... I guess he will sit pretty here. Okay. Alright, let's get with it. Ready with the brakes. Okay, brakes off. Right there. Brakes on. I think we missed it. Yeah, we missed it. Alright, pull forward just a tad. Spotting this without the help of the other locomotive is going to be tricky. Alright. Easy does it. And doing this single player wise is very tricky as well. Alright, stop. Go. Let's see if we got it in position here. No, we did not. Okay, so I think I need only 2 rotations of the wheels, and then we are good. Go. Right there, stop. I think... close. Maybe 1 or 2 rotations. Right there, stop. And keep an eye on the cars back there. We should mark this, honestly, for where we need to put the cars, honestly. Damn it, we got it just misaligned again. So it's right here that we need to be in. And I think if I can do this correctly, I might be able to do it. Okay, 1 rotation of the wheel should do it. Okay, stop there. Are we in position? No, we did not move at all. Son of a bitch. Alright, brakes off. Throttle open. It looks like we moved just a tad. Let's see. Okay, we're in position now. Jeez. Okay, I might need to mark this, actually, for future double heading shenanigans. So, let's get up here. Ah! Fuck! I flew off the tower. Alright. Oh, no, the other way. There you go. Water in. Water in the tender. You're good to go. Okay, I'll tie the brakes on this locomotive. We'll take you out. We'll move you out of the way. And then release the brakes. We'll get moving here. And we'll pull forward, get some coal in the tender on this locomotive, and we'll get turned around as well. Shit. Come on. There we go. Oh. Okay. Put that back in. And that's a steam dome, so we don't need to worry about that. Oh, I didn't even notice the plugs here. That's interesting. Alright, stop. Little bit on the brake pipe there. Alright, now, back you up to get into coaling tower here. Back it up. Okay. Whoop, shit. Alright, let's get moving. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Pull it back just a bit more. There you go. Brakes on. Should be... Yeah, we're good here. All right. And then I think this has a dynamo. Yeah, you have a dynamo, so you have a generator on this locomotive. Hmm. All right. Let's see. There you go. You're filled. Let's go. All right. All right, cut down. There we go. All right. How much coal do we have? We have enough for a couple batches. Here, let's go. There we go. There we go. Full up. Oh, that's right. Oh. Alright. Well, we got the train filled, and everything's ready to roll here. Get these class lamps off. And then... Alright, release the brakes, pull forward a bit. Okay, I'm gonna try and get a screenshot here as we pull in the yard. Okay. Okay. Alright, here's the thumbnail. There you go. Yeah, that's a good thumbnail. Alright. And then... And then we'll get that. And we'll go ahead and just pull forward here. And what we'll do, because I don't think we need to worry about the Sweetie engine, because coal-wise, we can just throw it in on the roundhouse later. The main thing is actually getting this locomotive filled with water. So we'll take it to the water tower near the roundhouse. And then once that's done, we'll get things sorted at the main yard and get things filled up there. Okay, stop here. Got up. Brakes on. Okay, there you go. Brakes, throttle, reverser thrown back. Oop, that's brakes full. There we go. Release the brakes. There we go. And then I'm gonna go jump ahead to the water tower over here, and we'll get that sorted. And then let's see, are we aligned correctly to the roundhouse? Yes, we are. We're good here. Let me get the switcher engine fired up so we can get that organized and ready to roll while we're waiting for our other train to get over to the roundhouse. Hand valve on. Okay, 50 should do it to get it warmed up. And he's still rolling, that's good. Okay, you're still rolling, you're good. What's your name again? Oh, Wales. Ah, okay. So you're Prince Wales. Got it. We'll back it up just a tad. I'll back it up to the roundhouse. And then once we get in position, should be able to service this locomotive. Okay. I do like how I built this roundhouse. It is nice. It is nice. It's a nice little setup because we got two roundhouses connected on one side. Come on, brakes! Damn it! Oh, that'll work. You should be able to get some water in the tender from here. Yeah, that should work. There we go. And then, yeah, I do like how I built the roundhouse, or at least set it up, honestly, because this is basically the standard roundhouse in this game. 4 stalls, with like the 4 tracks and everything. This over here, you can tell this is 2 different roundhouses stuck together. So it's actually quite nice. And then you got the center through track right here. So it's actually kind of fun to mess around with. I did want to try to add a 3rd stall like in between those, but I figured probably not a good idea. Let's climb up here. And it looks like we're filling up nicely. That's good. Alright, we'll let it fill up, and we will get our switcher ready to roll. In fact, we do need to set up the lights, so get the light on there, and then climb aboard. We should be good to go. How's our fuel? Burning bright. We're good to go. Oops, I keep popping out of the card, or the cab. That's it. Brakes. And brakes. Oh, that's brakes on full. Look at the bell. Now, what we're gonna do? We have some organization to do. We'll let the 2 local ones get service here. We won't worry about the Tweetsy engine over there too much, because what we're going to do with him, he's just going to go back in the roundhouse and stay there. Whereas the other engine, the whales will go back down the mountain. Let's see. We should be good. Yeah, we should be good here. I might actually, if I could, I don't know. We do need to bring wood up here for the wood burners, eventually. Oh, Lord. Wow. It's very depressing, honestly. Kind of funny. It is kind of, it's depressing, but not bad. And I will jump down here. Let the train roll by. Alright. So, we're done there. Ah! Fuck. There we go. Okay, 50%. And then set the reverser back. Alright. We're going to go back. And then, while that's, well, yeah, we'll let it roll. Because it should pick up speed once it gets onto the downhill segment here. Let's see. We've only been recording for 20 minutes. I try to look at the recordings, like how long we've been recording every now and again, because I don't want to be over a certain amount. Okay, we'll set the switch there. We're not clear of the switch up here, but I don't want to run around the whole thing. I push the thing in and then proceed to run around it. So I'm just going to set the switches so that we effectively come into behind it and then a couple in and then immediately start pushing. That is the goal for those kind of cards. So we'll do that. We will go out to the other end of the yard and proceed to start sorting cards. Starting at dark. I feel like it should start raining in the game, or at least snowing, something like that, because this is extremely dark. Alright. Oh, I could do that too, actually, since we're back here. So I'm going to set this switch to this. Nope. There you go. Jesus. My God, sir. pick a switch. So we're gonna take, I guess we'll take 2 of the flat cars up here. We have another flat car we need to turn around, so that's gonna be on the other end of the train. Let's see. Are these all sitting in the right direction here? Because if they are, I'll just hit, oh, no. Last 2 cars are not facing the right direction. Okay, interesting. Or the front 2 cars, honestly. So, what we'll do is we'll couple onto the cut of cars there, put those front 2 pipe guns on the, put the first 2 pipe guns on the train, the cars of water, the water tank cars. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, we need to take the one stake flat car and turn that around as well. That should be it. Whee. I think it's this one right here, or is it the other one? It is the other one. It's the one at this end. Got it. All right, cool. Good. Get back aboard the locomotive, sir. Woo! Ah! All right, here we go. All right, keep moving here, and then this is what we're gonna do. Pass the switch here. Make sure we're lined out. We should be. Yeah, we're lined all the way out. Oh, no, no. Yes, we are. Well, no. We'll get out that way and then that way. And then now that we're out on the main or the starting here, we'll slam the brakes on, slide the wheels flat. Yeah, we got it. All right, we're good. Get in the cab. Get in the cab. Brakes off. Pull the throttle open. Whistle. And then what we're gonna do, couple the last 2 cut of pipe guns onto the train. In fact, I'm gonna shut the throttle off so we don't run into the cars at full. Okay, my mistake. What we're gonna do is put the locomotive in reverse, fling it back. Didn't I? I thought I set the switch. Oh well. Oh well, I thought I set the switch, but I guess I didn't. Oh, I think I might have set the wrong switch. That's right. There we go. Now we set this switch. I believe it's this one here. Should do it. Got it. Ready to roll. And then we're going to climb aboard. Put the throttle in forwards. Or the reverse one forwards, not the throttle. Throttle needs to be opened. And we'll couple into the train. And from there, we should have some indication of what we're doing. So, yeah. Oh, we have to pull the cars back anyway. Because that's what we're doing. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Brakes are on this car. Release the brakes. Release the brakes. Release the brakes. And that's it. That's car's got. Car's unhooked. Interesting. Gloomy afternoon. Honestly, is it afternoon, or is it still, or is it now early evening? No, it's still afternoon. We're good. Get the cab. It's not raining though. That's interesting. Gonna ease our way onto the caboose. All right, throttle off. Come forward here. Okay. And then we bang into the cars. Bang. Alright, send the train in reverse. Open the throttle. And then now we're moving back. Good. Turn the rear headlight on because that's what we're going to need to see. Turn this light off. Go. There we go. Get things moving here. Why is the light flickering like that? What the hell? That's weird. Alright, throttle closed. Check on the fire. Yeah, I could use some coal. Alright. There we go. A couple more shovels. Coal in the hole. There we go. We'll get through the switch here. Actually, what we'll do, we'll load up the pipe flats right away. Because we're already here. This is where the pipes are. We'll just load these up and then proceed to head to couple these onto the water cars. Because the water's going to be heavier than the pipes, I think. Okay. And then we should be, in theory, able to work. So what we're doing is loading up water for the stamp mill and then proceeding to load up pipe for the dredger. And then from there, we should be able to proceed. Let's see. It's the last two cars. So we're in position for this car. So we need to move 3 cars forward. Okay. All right. Press the brakes. Okay. Go over to the lead locomotive, rear of the train here. Rear of the cut. Position me on car number. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we got 16 pipes. So these hold 9 pipes each. So we'll be short 2 pipes. On one of the cars, but I'm not too worried about it. Brakes on. It should be good in position here. I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to pull back even further. That way we know for a fact that we're on the two positions that we need to be on. Plus, we need the brakes on anyway, so... On the locomotive, not the cars. It'd be easier on the locomotive than it would be on the cars. Okay. Alright, we're good there. Stop. Go. You should be in position. Yeah, you're centered, and yeah, you're centered. So we'll load you first. It'd be easier to have these organized in a way where both trains can be in good positions. Oops. Probably should face the car. What's going on with it? Oops. Going through my phone here and actually trying to get things. Gonna pop up a podcast or something. I don't know. Alright, that's 6 pipes, I think? Yeah. Right, we should have another batch here. Oh. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's a full car of pipes. And we have 7 left. Which is correct. That's correct. Because these are 9 pipes right here. So we'll drop these off. Yeah, 4 and... Okay, so it should be right. Alright, we'll load these up. Okay. Okay. We should have a total of... Yeah. Yep. Alright, we're good. That's actually perfect. Because it matches up with that car a bit. And there we go. We're good. Load it up. Ah, jeez. Okay, brakes off. Brakes off. Open the reg. Alright, so, whoops. 9 does not do anything, sir. We're not playing Train Sim Classic. I need to set I need to set up commands where it's like similar. Like I need to set up a something where it's like where have a set of common keys. Because M is the most common key for the map on most of the train games I have. But I've been playing so much Train Sim Classic and Train Sim World lately, and Wonders of Sodor for that matter, that I always press 9 instead, and as a result, I keep proceeding to try and open up the map with 9 rather than M. So it's kind of a situation there. All right. Now, in theory, I could kick these cars out of the way, and then, well, no, we can't kick them out of the way because we got to pick those cars up and drag them forward. Get in the locomotive, sir. Jesus. I hate the fact that you have to jump to get in the locomotive. You can't climb the ladder. All right. Got that going, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna shut the throttle off, and nope, damn it, 9 is not the map, sir. I pressed 9 again. And then we're gonna wind the switch here, so we don't run into the cars again. And then once we get these pipes on the train, we're gonna pick up the one flat car off the rear, and then shove this all around. Alright. Here we go. Oh! I'm about 4 in the... almost 4. Alright. Oh! Sun's coming out. I have a plan here. Alright, here we go. I got a plan so I think we've hooked into the train by now. We hooked in? Yeah, I think we hooked in. I can't see anything! Back it up. Got it. Oh, well, I didn't hook into the cars, but that's fine. Man. I didn't pick up the cars, so that's fine. There we go. Oh, set the throttle forward, let's go. I need to set this. There we go. Okay. Alright. I hear some squeaking as the train pulls with the throttle. So you should be good. It's a nice looking... This is a nice looking sunset or something. I don't know. Come on! Can you move? Are you not going to move, or are you just going to... did we center the locomotive? We might have centered the locomotive by a little bit. Pull! There you go. Ah! Sun's coming out, which is not bad, honestly. And then once we hook into the train, we'll go ahead and just pull forward a bit. Alright, we don't even need that. We don't even need the throttle open anymore, sir. What the hell are you doing? Ah! What did we do? Oh, well, we hit the car. We coupled in. What just happened? Did we couple in or did we just bump it? What the fuck just happened? I think we're good. Something happened. I'm not sure what happened because I didn't put handbrakes on these cars. Yeah, I think... Okay, well... Okay, then. Well... That's weird. I'm not sure what happened there, but we bumped into it and this just came to... Like, we hit a brick wall. That's basically what we did. Woo! Alright, so that's gonna be a Kenosha. Okay, got it. You know what? We're just gonna do the Hand of God trick. There we go. And then we're gonna move this. There we go. And we release the brakes. Release the brakes. And then where is the other brake? Yeah, there it is. That brake off. Oh, did I untied the wrong brake. This needs to be on. Okay. Back in the locomotive we go. Alright. Now we're gonna hook into the rest of the train, pull it back so we don't run, so we can actually get them out of the way. Off the switch, honestly. Bong. And then brakes off, reverser on. Let's go. There we go. Hooked into the cars. We're good to go. Okay, we're good. All right. Now we're going to pick up the... Oops, shit. Now we're going to pick up the one stake flat over there. We're going to set it off where we can get it turned around and everything. So we should be good. So, with that said... Okay, we'll get out of the cab here real quick. Woo. We need to be on this track. Woo. Jump! Get off the train. There we go. Okay. Should be good. Let's go! Alright, wait for it to clear the switch and then we'll flip it and then get back to the locomotive. Alright. Clear the switch. Line the switch. Good to go. Jump across to get to the locomotive. Should be slowing down regardless. Whee! Alright, brakes, brakes. Alright, got it. Let's go. So what we're doing is now setting off another couple cars. We're gonna pick up, like I said, pick up the stake flats, drop off the caboose onto one of the cuts of the stake flat so we can pick up more cars. Actually, no, we'll set it up on the flat cars that we just had because that's going to need to be set up anyway. So, we're going to do that. Looks like the sun's finally come out. A nice gloomy day turning nice and sunny. That's great. Alright. So, Now that we've got that settled. Go ahead and hook in. And then brakes. Bang. There we go. Cars are set. And what I am going to do is come out to this end. Should be on the brakes on there. Okay, good. Release the brakes here. And then let's check this brake. Brakes are set. Good to go. And looks like the next track over is going to be the one where we're going to drop these off on. Yep, get up in the cab, sir. Thank you. Alright, brakes. Throttle wide up. No. Whoop, okay, that's good enough, I guess. Do I have brakes on? Yes, I do. I have brakes on. That's right. Okay. Should be unhooked on the rear there. We should be good. Yep, we're good. Hook up on the cars here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to do some more work in this area to kind of get the town built up, because there's a large open area right here that I really want to get filled. I want to have something here where it's like not blank territory. I think we should also get the passenger train back down the mountain too, because there's a passenger train sitting out here. Switch here. And get back to the lead locomotive here. Alright, we're off the switch. Alright, brakes on, let it slow. There we go. Alright. Ease her to a stop. Good. Okay, we're set to go pull forward here. Let's go. Well, not full reg, but like enough where we can get moving here. Alright, we're good. How's our fire? 41, let's get a little bit more in the coal, in the fire. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Fire in the hole. How much tools do we have over here? We might actually bring a boxcar up here to bring... 43. So enough for one boxcar. Woo. Get in the cab. How's our water supply, actually? Not too bad. And then we're going to shut the regulator off. Once we get it past the main switch up here, we're going to unhook the caboose, let it roll, and then we'll let the, and then we'll put the caboose back on the train, on the other train. So, yeah, once we get past this switch, I'm going to unhook the caboose and we're going to drop off. Brakes on. Woo! Goodbye! Alright, so this is going to roll kind of nicely. Brakes back on. We're off there. Should be clear the switch. Once we get past the switch, we'll go ahead and kick the flat car, or the caboose on the flat car here. So we'll flip this switch here. Come on. Alright, we're off the switch. Flip the switch over there. He should be good to roll. And what we're going to do, we're going to climb aboard the locomotive here. Alright, coupler open. Brakes off, kick it. Alright, car's kicked. Alright, off you go, sir. That should hook into the flat cars over there. That should be enough speed to get over there. Brakes on. We didn't get past the switch as far as I would like, but we were good enough. So, climb aboard, look. Really? Jeez. Alright, throttle forward, reverser forward, throttle open, brakes off. No, the other way, sir. I think it's backwards. Alright, we should be lined all the way through. It was a little fast. I don't want to hit the car too fast. There we go. Throw it. Fold it. Send it. And it looks like we've hooked into our cars up there. We're good to go there. Alright, we're good. Oh, not the Sanders. Keep getting the Sanders open, which I don't need to do. Got another bit. We got another option. Yeah, we're lined correctly. Good. Trying to make sure I got some good screenshots of the locomotive as it rolls through. Oh, this is a cool shot. I like this shot. This looks like it's going to be good. Alright. The sunset is also kind of nice, actually. There we go. Screenshot. There we go. Another one. I'm just taking screenshots now at this point. I'm rail fanning. It looks like we are lined correctly. I do like that I put the crossings crooked like this. This is kind of fun. I love this. Alright, one last shot, boys. We're going to fill up these water cars, and that should be probably it for the video. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for the video. So, like and comment down below. Subscribe if you guys want more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.